I'm moving my mouse and I don't know why, because I'm on my iPad. Good morning, everyone. How are we? Hope everyone is doing well. I'm going to be talking today about how to get media coverage. Basically, if you're really stuck for ideas and you don't really know how you can get media coverage or become a little bit more visible, then you can easily jump on other people's news stories and maybe have a comment on someone's story, or maybe have your own article or something like that, giving your opinion on something. So I'm going to give you a few examples as to how you can actually do this. And this is great as a small business because it's so relevant and anyone can do it. Even if you don't get your comment or anything like that in the media, you can just create your own content around it as well. It's great. People love reading your opinion on certain things that are happening. So what you could do is you could look at what's happening in your local area. You know, maybe is there a building being built that's going to really change your community, and you'd love to share why and why that impacts your community, your children, your business. You know, you can relate it to anything whether it's personal or business. You know, you still in most things you have your name. You know, if it's kind of business related, you can have your business name attached to it as well, so it's still getting you in the press and getting you out there and getting your name in print. So yeah, have a think about what's going on in your local area. Maybe there's a local co-working space that started. You know, you could get some media coverage around, you know, maybe go to your local newspapers and say what a difference that would make to your business and the small business community. You know, you can be that voice for everybody else. Another great example is to look at what's happening in your industry. You know, is there a new research that's come out, new statistic, you know, someone that's been hired as a CEO, you know, it's big news in your industry, anything like that. Maybe a new law has come out and you have to change the way that you work. Anything like that, absolutely anything like that, you can then perhaps with, I don't know, if you work in HR or law or something, you know, and something big happens in your industry, like they change the law on something, an employment law, for instance, and you're a HR consultant, you could then, you know, contact your local BBC radio or your local newspaper or a national place and give your opinion and say what that means to you, whether it's good or bad, what that means for you, your clients, anything like that. And another one is just to have a look at the general news and things that are happening. You know, it's the 8th of June today, the general election, as we all know. You know, that's a great opportunity for businesses and people to get their opinion across, not necessarily who you're voting for, but what it means for you. Perhaps you're in a certain demographic and, you know, whoever wins today could really impact again, your children, your lifestyle, your business, anything like that. You know, I've done this myself with the election today. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm staying awake all night and I'm part of a panel of entrepreneurs and business owners tonight, and we are doing like live you know, reactions and correspondence and stuff all night, and that's, you know, that's obviously a great way for me to raise my profile, but it's so fun as well. It's brilliant. I love politics. I've been featured in quite a few newspapers around small business politics and things. And it's a really great example of how you can get your business name out there, but not necessarily just, you know, giving away tips in an article or something like that you would perhaps think of straight away as things to do. These kind of things. I mean, some people call it newsjacking. So you're kind of hijacking the news for yourself, if you like. And it can be done, you know, in a really big way, or you can just do it, you know, in your local area. If there's things happening, you know, contact your local paper and do things about it and get your voice out there. It can be really, really simple. That's quite a reactive way of doing things. If you know that, for instance, there's a court case coming up in a few weeks for something that is really relevant to what your business is, you can in advance write an email template or something like that. So as soon as this court case went into court, you would immediately be able to send off those emails and you know, to news reporters or news desks and things like that, and with your opinion and introducing yourself as an expert, to give your opinion on what you think is going to happen or what the result is, anything like that. And you can prepare that in advance if you know this is coming up. Again, with the election today, we've known about this for weeks. You know, you would be able to do stuff like that in advance. As with stuff that's happening in your industry as well, you can easily plan some stuff in advance, as well as having, you know, being a bit proactive when things happen in, you know, in real time. And that's just a few ways that you can start to get media coverage for what other people are doing. You know, if you're really stuck for ideas, you just don't know how you can get in the media yourself, you don't perhaps think you have any interesting stories, which you probably do, because everybody does somewhere, but we don't always know what they are. So this is a really great way to get started and share your opinion, give a comment or something like that on somebody else's news. And if you perhaps do pitch yourself and no one says yes, just create your own content, you know, write your own blog post, do anything that you want around the same topic. And, you know, that's just as good. That's brilliant as well. So, yeah, have a look at what's happening in your local area, in your industry, and what's happening in the general news as well. You know, how does it affect you, your family, your business, your friends, anything like that. And that's it. That's it from me. And I will going to go and drink coffee for the entire day, so I can attempt to stay up all night. A bit worried about that, but it'll be really good fun. I can't wait. And yeah, I'll see you on the other side. Bye.